back Sunday morning. We are doing Bhagavad Gita summary, chapter-wise summary, and we are on the 17th chapter. That is the Shraddhatrayavibhaga Yoga. So this chapter will help us to explore our faith. What is my faith quotient, on whom I have faith on? So let us prepare ourselves. All spiritual sadhaks must at least do 5 to 10 minutes meditation every day. So let us withdraw our mind from all that has happened in the past, keeping only the learnings with me. And these learnings must create happiness. Memory-based happiness is more powerful. Chitta Shuddhi, it is called. So Chitta means memory. What all things are stored in our memory is more important than what is happening outside. Let us withdraw our mind from all future anxieties, worries, tensions. As this chapter is Shraddhatrayavibhaga Yoga, those who have faith on God normally do not worry too much, have less tensions, have less anxieties, because God is Karma Phaladata. He knows the best. He knows my past, future, present, and always will be my well-wisher, is my well-wisher. Let us withdraw our mind from present confusions and tensions and focus on our breath. Breath is a great tool given by God to focus on. Even for 1 or 2 minutes, suppose we are able to keep our attention on the breath, the mind will be free of anxieties, worries, future, past, because breath is always in the present moment, always fresh, always detached. It's a very good tool to quieten the mind. Let us take a slow, deep, conscious, full breath and exhale. As it is given in the 17th chapter, our body sadhana is to keep it still and relaxed. Relaxed word is very important because on the base of relaxation, the meditation happens. I cannot relax if there is too much anxiety, worry in the mind, too many thoughts. Let us practice and do tapas at the body level to keep it relaxed and still. The second tapas given by Lord in 17th chapter is at the word level. Satyam Hitam Priyam. Based on Swadhyaya, based on whatever I have understood, I must speak from the scriptures. And at the mind level, Mana Prasada Saumyatvam. So let us keep our mind cheerful, intellect clear, and invoke God's grace and Guru Parampara's blessings. Om. Om. Om Sanavavatu. स नमो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजम्। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्यापि यत् सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
Hari Om. Thank you, Manisha. So we are doing Bhagavad Gita chapter wise summary, and we are on the 17th chapter, that is Shraddhatrayavibhaga Yoga. Distinction between various kinds of faiths what we have. This is a little subtle introspection to know what is my faith. And why to know what is my faith? Because that drives my thinking, that drives my feelings, that drives my actions, that drives my character, and that drives my result, and that drives my happiness and success, my destiny. So whether it is my faith is shaky, or whether it is strong, or whether it is medium, that is one. But Bhagwan here has given in our day-to-day life various dials to check, various pointers to check from morning to evening what we do. We act, we eat, then we go to office, then we do some family duties, then we go for some entertainment, and then we watch TV and then eat again dinner and then sleep. So Bhagavan has given the same dials to check whether our Shraddha is Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. That is very important to know. So by the end of this chapter, I must have a clear matrix with myself on which all areas my Shraddha is Tamasic, my Shraddha is Rajasic, my Shraddha is Sattvic. Otherwise, it will only remain at the Shravan level because I am not doing at the Manan level and it will not lead up to the Nididhyasana, meditation, experiencing the truth. So what are the dials what Bhagavan gave? Number one, Yajante, that is, whom do I worship? What do I worship? This question we hardly ask. No, I worship God, but God for what? Even Asuras and Rakshasas also worshipped God and they did tapas, but their tapas was Rajasic or Tamasic, for bhoga or for power. So why do I do puja? Why I go to temple? That is very important. The important point here is the purpose. Then morning, evening, afternoon, either we are eating or thinking about eating or we are preparing for eating. So ahar, what was taken by the Lord, whether it is sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, how much do we eat, what do we eat, what is the source of our earning through which we are eating. Then yajna, morning to evening, no, I am a very karma yogi person because I am from morning to evening, I am busy only. Even though right now I am retired after, I am 70 years old, but still I am very, very busy. But that I am very, you know, following karma yoga, but being busy, just doing some social surveys and doing some kind of, going ahead and doing some seva is not karma yoga. Karma yoga is called as buddhi yoga in the second chapter, that is understanding of karma. Important point to note. Secret of science of action. What is my understanding about the actions? That is the point in karma yoga. So whether action itself is joy for me, whether I am doing more of kamya karma or nishiddha karma, or whether I am doing duty, but duty whether I am doing as a burden or joy, that is very important. And this all thing is understanding, as Guruji says, we have to again pay attention. And purposely I say Guruji says because then we will pay more attention. He says it is very easy comparatively to understand God and other things. Not very easy to understand karma. That is where Arjun got stuck. What karma to do? What action to do now in this situation? What is my duty? And I forget duty when I am stressed out. When relationships are not going properly, I forget what is my duty. So understanding what is my duty, what is action, understanding is more important. And then Bhagavan took 3 areas of control where we must exercise. At body level, it must be clean. I must not harm anybody. And there are various pointers given at the body level. I must try to keep the body healthy, relaxed, and still. So for that, I must ask myself whether 5 dials I am keeping: exercise, sunlight, water, food, and sleep. If these things are not happening today, I must take a note. Even out of these 5 things at body level, what am I not doing as my duty? I have to at least take 15 minutes sunlight in the morning or evening, mostly morning before 8 o'clock, 7:30. Then the second level is Anudvekakaram Vakyam Satyam Priya Hitanchayata Swadhyaya Bhyasanam Chaiva Vangmayam Tapa Uchchate. Lots of energy goes through this talking. So Anudvekakaram Vakyam, I must ensure that my speech doesn't create restlessness in other person's mind and in my mind also. So when I'm talking also, when I'm discussing also, under the name of, sharing, I must also ensure that I am not creating lot of other desires in other person's mind. And it must be based on scriptures, what I am convinced about. So when we are having discussions with our relatives, friend, we must remember Bhagavad Gita verses, Bhaja Govindam, and say, after this discussion actually reminds me of this word, so that the discussion shifts to spiritual. No, but what can I do? I don't talk, but other person talks. What can I do? I can also do a lot of things. I can shift the conversation subtly. I must not get involved into other person's conversation and get absorbed and then build over it and then regret later on that I am having headache, because last 1 hour I was talking to this person and I am having headache. That is my problem. Because the other person has vomited and I am holding his vomit. As we last time mentioned, we must check whether our mind is a dustbin or it is a truck of municipality which collects all the dirt from society. As Gurudev always says that think about your body, mind. It is not selfishness. It is God's gift to us. So we must keep it. Rather than thinking about Ukraine and Russia war and discussing about things irrelevant where I have no duty, no action, just talking about something where I cannot do anything is escapism. And then in the last session, we saw about the mind. What is the practice I must do from morning to evening? That is called as mind tapas. And that is mana prasada saumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha. Sometimes I must at least check whether my mind is quiet. Because in a day, 70,000 to 80,000 thoughts pass through my mind. Gurudev has said that for anything to move, it requires energy. That's the reason some people are perpetually tired and there is no energy in them because so many thoughts are coming in their mind. And there are two options they have, either suppress or express. But there is a third option, observe. What is the direction? What is the quality? What is the flow? What is the quantity? Between expression and suppression, there is one more option given, observe, introspect. Bhava samshuddhi rityetata tapo manasa uchyate. So this is tapas at the mind level. And now Bhagavan has taken the last dial, that is the Dhanam. But before we go to Dhanam, we will just see what Gurudev talks about tapas. And then we will go to Dhanam, which is why Bhagavan has taken the last, because that is the most difficult thing in life. Giving is very difficult. Talking is very easy, learning is very easy, but giving is very easy. Very, 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 very difficult. That we will see why Bhagavan is given so much of significance to Dhanam. So Bhagavad Gita teaches us how to live life, L-I-V-E. And Bhagavad teaches us how to live life, L-E-A-V-E. We don't know how to live a relationship, live a family, live this body, live this mind, live this world. We do not know. Because the whole time I want to hold it. And Bhagavan has ensured that someday it is going to slip from us. So learning how to give and give up and grow, that is very important. So we will see what Gurudev says about tapas, and then we go ahead with the dhanam aspect.
Shraddhatrayavibhaga Yoga, those who are doing the tapas with great Shraddha, with a real understanding of why I am doing it, what is going to be the benefit, where should be my attention, why I am doing japa, repetition of the Lord's name with the beads. Why am I doing it? For what purpose? Where should be my attention while doing it? By merely rotating the beads and repeating it, as the Arabs do, constantly. Every Arab has got a mala in his hand. Wherever he is, in the airport or in the plane, in the train, while walking, in the market, this is always in their hands. They are using it only for bringing a kind of peace in the mind. They are telling the beads, the Lord, the rishis and the saints and sages are prescribed to repeat the Lord's name and turn the beads. But you have no knowledge of the technique. You just do it. Thus, after years of japa, regular, daily 6 hours, 8 hours, you do the mala. Hare Krishna people do it. Until at last, after 7, 8 years, the mala is beautifully polished, but the man is as stupid as before. No polish has come to his thoughts, because he did not know where to apply the attention. So, Shraddhatrayavibhaga Yoga, with great Shraddha, with all understanding, those who are doing tapas, tapas tatrividham nalaihi, they are fall under 3 kinds. Of the 3, abhalakankshibhir yuktai, those who are doing the tapas with no anxiety for the results. Meaning, those who are not writing accounts of japa. Oh, you must meet them. Swamiji, at this moment, I have 100,493 japa is over. So every day they do the japa and calculate how much I've done. And it is added in a notebook. And it is added every week. So that the total increasing. I've done 5 million, 8 million, 10 million. Oh. But who wants the account? Except your own vanity. And your friends who will be stupid friends who will be admiring you. Is the Lord keeping an account? How many times? How many times is there a wife in the world who calculates how many times my beloved called me honey? Honey. Honey, 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 honey. And then say that you are never calling me sufficient honey. For the last 3 days you have never called me honey. Honey mantra. If there is a husband, once he has understood that she is calculating your love with the honey word, he goes on. Honey, we will honey, go honey, and come back honey. And what do you think, honey? And so he adds more honey, until at last the honey becomes only a comma, full stop. It's all honey. No, that is not it. It may be sufficient once a month, but that honey must have the taste of honey. Not only in your mouth, but in her ears also. Honey. For 1 month she is inspired. See that how he called me. Similarly, Bhagavan also, merely by repeating, no, how much of your mind is involved in your japa is more important. That mind cannot be involved when you are motivated by a desire. So your thoughts are on the desire rather than the Lord. Those who have no desires to gain anything, out of sheer love he repeats the Lord's name. By repeating the Lord's name continuously in the mind, his intellect contemplates upon the nature of the reality. Such is called a satvikam parichakshade. It is called a satvik tapas, where the individual is doing the tapas without any anxiety for the fruits thereof, whether it is the body level or mental level or the speech level. When he is doing it, that is called sattvic tapas.
So very important. That's the reason one of the basic message, main message, essential message, core message of Bhagavad Gita is self-knowledge. What is the goal? What is the purpose? To know thyself. With that purpose, suppose I do any action, then it becomes the tapas. If that thought is not there, if that understanding is not there, where Bhagavan took up in the second chapter, where Bhagavan started the discourse, till 35, 37 verses, Lord has given the self-knowledge. If that is not understood, I say, no, Karma Yoga is only Bhagavad Gita, only do your duty, that is Bhagavad Gita. Then it will not be effective, because there might be a desire inside me and then I am doing all the actions or tapas. And the last dial here Bhagavan has given is dhanam. So we will take slightly in detail, very, very interesting. No, but people say, no, but I don't have anything to give, but I have so many things to give. I can give my time, but that I'm not giving, because if I give time, then I have to be committed, but I don't want to get committed. I can give a smile. I can give knowledge. I can help somebody. I can teach somebody. I can spread this knowledge, not by talking, but at least informing maximum people that come for this session. Learn this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, because I have benefited out of it. So I can give so many things. So we will see what Bhagavad Gita says, and also slightly in detail what Taittiriya Upanishad also says, because this portion comes in Upanishads also. So it is very, very important. So this is the verse number 20. Why it is important? Because in Kali Yuga, which is right now going on, two things are going to give us instant, direct path is Naam and Dana. If I keep taking the name, as Gurudev mentioned in the video, by understanding the purpose and by understanding the intention, and I do Dana, then it is the fastest, quickest way. That's the reason in Islam also we know the story that in one of the Eid, one of the festivals, what they have, that Abraham, the angel came and told him, you have to cut your son whom you love the most. And he cut it. And then he found that it was a goat. So they cut the goat on Bakri Eid. So that is cutting the attachment. And that can only happen when I start practicing and understanding what is the meaning of dana. And in that also, what is sattvic dana, rajasic dana, and tamasic dana. Ramakrishna Paramahansa once was asked that, when does God laughs? You talk to God. So when does God laugh? He said on two occasions, God laughs. Because, Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to see Kali Mata. He used to talk to Kali Mata. So people asked him, you talk to Kali Mata, just ask her, when do you laugh? When does God laugh? He told, on two occasions I laugh. When people say this is mine and this is yours, I laugh, because everything is mine only. And then they're saying this is mine, this is yours. And second, they will say, I will cure you. So in many of the clinics also, they write, God cures, I treat. I only give the medicines, but actually the curing happens from the God itself. So this is called as ignorance. So there are certain dhanam rules we will see, and then we will see what the verse says. What are the rules? There are 10 rules of giving. Rule number 1, only what belongs to me I can give as gift or charity. This is very, very important question, because if I don't understand this, then the whole concept of dhanam at a very subtle level we don't understand. So I must ask my one question, that what belongs to me? Let us start with this body. Does this body belong to me? No, this body actually was created by my father and mother. It belongs to them. But actually it doesn't belong to them, because there is only biological process happens for 5 minutes. But afterwards, what happens in the stomach, that even one tribal women who has no knowledge also can give a birth and create some intelligent creation. So the creation is whose aspect, what happens inside the stomach of a woman. That woman also doesn't know how this beautiful creation comes out. So this body doesn't belong to me. The air what I breathe, that also doesn't belong to me. Air is created by God. The food what I eat, no, that I create. I make tea, I make vada sambar, I make idli. But where are the ingredients coming from? There are minimal 25, 30 people are working for that sugar to come on my table, for that tea powder to come on my table. In the tea garden, somebody is planting, somebody is sowing, somebody is giving manure, somebody is giving water, somebody is putting the tractor, somebody is working, somebody is cutting, somebody is packing, somebody is giving to distribution, then distribution comes to that retailer comes to that, Swiggy or some kind of DMart, then DMart person will come and give. If I start calculating that tea powder coming on my table, there will be at least 25, 30, 50 people involved. Oh no, but it is mine because I have given money. The food doesn't belong to me, the air doesn't belong to me, the body doesn't belong to me. The Bhagwan says even your mind doesn't belong to you because I have given you the mind, I have given you the body, I have given you the thoughts. Please tell me, do we have any control? What will be my next thought? So it is a laughable joke. We don't own our thoughts also. I heard a very beautiful statement. Those who are writing must write down. शब्द का कोई मानी नहीं होता है, मानी का शब्द होता है. There is no owner of any word, sound, because sound belongs to me. No, sound is just coming. शब्द का कोई मानी, owner नहीं होता है. मानी का शब्द होता है. The person who has very high ego, they say, no, this is my word. This is that person's word, but शब्द का कोई मानी नहीं है. From total mind, the thought comes in my mind. I do not have any control over what will be next thought. To that level, it is, the more I think about it, I understand. So Dhanam starts by thinking that nothing belongs to me, and still I have that kind of garva or pride that this belongs to me and I don't give something to people, or God, what it belongs to Him only. To this chair or the sofa, what you are saying, that was belonging to some retailer earlier. Before that retailer, the chair was belonging to the distributor. Before that thing, the chair was belonging to the forest area where the wood was there. And suppose tomorrow I sell this chair or give in Bhangar, the chair will go to the Bhangar wala. It belongs to him. So it doesn't belong to me. Like Guruji says, suppose when we are going in the train and our berth is, SL23. It belongs to me only for that journey. Before that, there are thousands of people, that particular seat belong, and tomorrow after tomorrow, thousands and lakhs of people will say, this is my seat. So with that background, we see Dhanam. Rule number 2, during or after Dhanam, let there be no abhiman. And this can only happen, does this family belong to me? No. Nothing belongs to me. How much time people will cry? One day, today, but people will have breakfast, lunch. Only one. God belongs to me. I belong to God. So this abhiman is the main thing where I don't give. Rule number 3, give with or without faith, but give. No, but I don't have faith on that. I don't know what is but give. Because I don't want to give, I will create a lot of excuses. Rule number 4, give more, take less. Contribute more, consume less. I must ask myself whether I am a consumer or I am a contributor. What am I contributing to others in my life? What am I giving? Or all the time I'm thinking, what is my bucket list? I want to experience this. I want to see this. I want to taste this. I want to do this. I want to go here. I want to go there. But what am I giving back? I'm only giving back arrogance, pride, and ignorance. Whole life I am consumer and not a contributor. So Bhagavan says, now you start learning this, that please check and make a table. Whatever I have consumed and whatever I have given, and see the list whether it is matching. What am I giving and what am I taking? Very, very important exercise to do. And then I will realize that Bhagwan is giving us everything free of cost. The moment there is a desire to have knowledge, also this class comes, somebody will recommend and I will come to this class and start listening. But what am I giving back? And whether it is enough, whether it is tallying, I have a tally. Give with love, care and cheer. Very, very important. How am I giving is very important. Some people will give whatever they don't want, but that don't want also, suppose simple thing I can do. Suppose I want to give away the books. Suppose I want to give away old clothes. Suppose I want to give away something, but at least that those old clothes I can wash and then give it outside for pressing, put some nice perfume in a nice bag and then give it to somebody, even to maid servant. Or suppose I want to give away the books. Some people give away the books. It must be nicely covered, put in the nice bag and then give it to somebody. Not just, like raddi wala, जैसे डाल के देते हैं वैसे दे देते हैं. So with love, care and cheer, because whom are we giving? We are going to see in the next side. Whom are we giving back? We are giving to the same Lord who has given us. Rule number 6, giving is my duty. Source of wealth is important. Counters negative result of earning. I am earning so much but not giving that much. So they say that in life at least 10% of my salary or earning must go for social service. I remember Ram Murthy ji here, he used to do lot of social service in the throughout his life. When I went to his building, there was some banana and some bread and thing was kept on the table in the entrance. I asked him, what is this? Every day, for all the security and people who are coming, he is keeping every day 1 dozen banana and every day 1 packet of bread. No, but what can I do for other people? I can do lot of things if I think over. In my building itself, lot of maid servants and lot of people who come for serve. I can give them every day something. No, but I give once in a year. But every day they are hungry. Rule number 7, with every giving say, Tera tujhko arpan kya lage mera. This is not only for saying, that we will see in the next. Bhagavan, I am giving back to you. This doesn't belong to me. So it will not create pride. And I must not keep saying, see, I gave so much, but that person didn't say anything. That person didn't say thank you also. That person didn't help me also. Because this attitude, if it is not there, then giving becomes a trade. The giving becomes a business. Rule number 8, renounce and rejoice. That is the main theme of Bhagavad Gita, because after this, this chapter is going to get completed. And the next chapter, the 18th chapter, the last chapter is distinction between Tyaga and Sannyasa. Finally, suppose we say Gita, 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 Gita. Then the one word in one meaning of Gita, entire essence is Tyaga. And Tyaga cannot happen unless and until we renounce. Renunciation is not abandonment. Not throwing away, but I renounce it joyfully with love, care and cheer. Not just because I don't want it. Rule number 9, give and give up habit of hoarding and greed. That is what Bhagavan says, that Ishavasyam idagam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagattena tyaktena bhunjita ma krudha kasya svidhanam. Don't try to hoard. This is one thing I must learn. Whether it is relationship, whether it is object, whether it is situation, whether it is memory also. Bhagavan, you have given me, I have enjoyed. Take it back. Thank you so much. I am empty. Empty mind is God's mind. Idle minds is devil's mind. Very important distinction. Because give and give up, only this can make our mind empty. So Bhagavan says, unless your mind is empty, I cannot come there. Aham Atma Gudakesha. But today your mind is so full that I don't have any space. I have only space on Sunday mornings, or when you are doing puja, that puja also attention is somewhere else. When I am doing japa also, the attention is somewhere else only. I don't remember what is my purpose and goal of life and do japa and puja. Rule number 10, giving must not make others dependent on me. Very, very important. Some people think, tomorrow I disappear from this planet, what will happen to the family? What will happen to this world? What will happen to others? Bhagwan is there to take care. One of the story, what I remember at this moment is Shaligram. That Shaligram stone is found in Nepal, some river there. And that Shaligram stone is it is Vishnu's stone, and so we do puja of Shaligram also. So that Shaligram stone is very, very strong. It is very hard. But in that stone, suppose we break that stone and cut it, in that Shaligram, we will find there is a curl. And in that curls, there will be curl design. In that inside, there will be one insect. So the question is asked that how that insect gets food inside that Shaligram. Bhagwan gives. Who gives food? No, no, no. But what will happen to? Nothing is going to happen. Suppose I disappear. So I must not make other people dependent on me. I must make them independent. So there are two options. Either I give fish to the hungry or I teach them fishing. But then I feel great. Suppose somebody is dependent. No, no, without me, what happens? Without me, the house cannot run. Without me, this cannot happen. Without me, that nothing will happen. Because nothing has happened. And the main rule, main principle is this. Guruji repeats is in this particular topic, he will repeat it many times. The real giver is the Lord alone. That I must remember. The real giver is Lord. So there is a story here. There was one father. We can take father, we can take mother, but here father was taken. So father got 4 apples and gave it to his 4 sons. And the youngest of the son, he also got the apple. But after getting the apple, the other 3 started eating. But the youngest son, he took the apple and came and sat on father's lap and told father, first you have. It is my apple, but you have. Father, what will happen to the father? Tears will come. That among 4 of them, all love is there for the father for all 4. He is enjoying, other children also eating. But one son comes and tells him that you eat. Now this apple belongs to the father only. And father is having hundreds of apples. But now his apple is offering to father, which belongs to father only. So what will the father do? Father will not eat. First of all, he will take and then feed him only. And that is what Bhagwan does, that when we offer to people or God, Bhagwan says, you are offering something what belongs to me only, but Bhagwan gets more pleased. Definitely there will be, some tears in father's eyes that this boy remembered me before eating. Among 4, not that he will not love less others, but there will be special love for this boy. And this apple belonged to father only. He only gave it to children. But then before eating, the boy is telling, you eat first. Children, small children do that. You eat first, then I will eat. So there is a Subhashita. Sateshu Jayate Shura. There is one person who is courageous in 100. Sahastreshu Pandita, learned thinker, visionaries. It is one found in 1,000. Dasha Sahastreshu Vakta, one Kshotriya teacher, speaker is found in 1 in 10,000. These are rarities. But Data Bhavati Vanava, rare is real Dani. Tulsidas said, Tulsidas and this Rahim, there is a very beautiful conversation happened when both were contemporaries. Tulsidas observed that when Rahim was giving dana, he used to become shy. Now, this is there in Taittiriya Upanishad also. That when I am giving, I must become shy and become little humble. So he wrote 2 lines to Rahim. Aisi deni dena ju kit sike ho sen, jo jo kar uncho kare tyo tyo niche nain. Sir, where have you learned this peculiar way of giving? Because Rahim used to give dan every day. When you are giving dan, you are looking down and you are ashamed of giving that dana. Then Rahim replied, this is a very important point in danam. देनहार कोई और है, भेजत जो दिन रैन, लोग भरम हम पर करे तासो नीचे नैन. People who are taking from me, they are prostrating me and saying thank you to me, but I know that देनहार कोई और है. He is giving, but people are under wrong impression that I am giving, so I am embarrassed. So I am ashamed. Now this, why I took here, because this comes in our Upanishad also, that when I am giving something, there must be shyness, there must be embarrassment in my mind. Not that, I have give so much and the other person is got so benefited, so that his pride and ego can sprout from anywhere. So what is the 20th verse? What is Satvik Danam? This is very important. So here Satvik Danam is Deshe Kale Cha Patret. So I must see what is a Desha, Kala and Patra. Tadhanam Satvikam Srutam. So we will see why we are taking slightly in detail, because many people have asked me this question that, they gave to beggar, they give to a beggar, but later on they regret. And then the question whether to give the beggar on the street or no, whether when on the signal the beggar will come, whether to give the money to beggar or no. Here the answer is given to us, what we should do, what we should not do. So first, I have taken from this universe so much to have to give. So it must be considered as my duty. It must not be considered as my luxury and my, good habit. And what am I giving? Something without expectation. This is Satvik Danam. This ought to be given, kartavyam, like family official duty. Suppose I am working in office, my reaching on time is my duty. Not that if somebody asks, I will give you. No, but this person, I know this is to be given, but somebody is not asked me, so I will not give you. If somebody asks, I will give you, is not that great danam. So Guruji gives one story of Mahakanjus. The one person was drowning and other person came in the boat and told him, give me your hand. He was not giving because he was never trained on giving. Then the other person told me, don't tell him, give me your hand. Tell him, take my hand, to pull him. He said, take my hand, hold my hand. And he took, because taking I was trained, giving I was not. Even there I am thinking, shall I give my hand or shall I hold his hand? Giving out of joy, one who does nothing in return. Giving without expectation. Giving without others knowing it also. Like one person got stuck in the traffic on the signal and he found that he has no money. Now so there are, these cards are there, swiping cards, but earlier day we had to pay money. He realized that he has forgotten his pocket money and he was quarreling with the police wala. One person came and found that he's lost his money, quietly gave the policeman, okay, I'm paying his money, and went off also on the signal. Toll naka. Because if I don't do it, I will feel bad. That must be my bhava, that I know I could have done it, I could have given. And as we mentioned, I can not only, talking about money or object, I can give my time, I can give a smile, I can give my, laughter, I can give my knowledge, I can give my teaching, not only the objects. Object giving is the lowest, highest is the knowledge. Highest giving is self-knowledge. And Guruji will give one more, what is the highest giving? Shall I give like a tree, river, sun without discrimination? These three give without discrimination. Oh, I should not discriminate that suppose a Muslim comes, Christian comes, shall I give or not? These are all questions many people have asked. Deshe, in a fit place, Punya Deshe. Suppose I go to pilgrimage, temple, floods, famine. At such places, I must go and give. I must say, no. Wherever I go to temple, whenever I go to Kumbh Mela, whenever I go to temple, there are hundreds of beggars. That is a time, that is a place I must give beggars. Which place We do not know God is sitting in a beggar's form or no, just to check. कौन से रूप में नारायण मिल जाए, we do not know. No, but this Pandit ji, when we go to Gaya, there are a lot of pandas are after us, they are running us because that is how they are. We must not feel bad, we must give more to them. Because who will give to them? Christians will not give, Muslims will not give, Hindus only will give when we go to temples. So these pujaris and priests and pandas, we must give them more, 1 rupee more than whatever they ask, because that is what is they are earning. They are not doing any job. No, but it is their business, what? That is their challenge. I must give at such places. That is what Bhagavan says here. Deshe. Kale, at the right time, Punya Kale, Akshay Tritiya, Sankranti time, Amavasya, Purnima, and when somebody really needs, time is important. If you ask yourself, who are the people who you remember the most in life? Just close eyes and check who are the people who you remember the most. You don't remember great people. That is in biographies. You will always remember people who have helped you when your time was not so good. So I must check whether how many people will remember me. Not that they must remember me. Patre, for a worthy, deserving person, noble cause and project. So this is very, very important because people ask that whether to give or not to give this organization, whether to give or not to this, not to give to this person. This person came with this project, and there are so many things happening in the world today. Everybody is asking money, whom to give, whom not to give. All these line clear indications given. Deshe Kale Patre. See the Desha, see the time, see the worthiness. Gurudev gave to Vivekananda Memorial first. When Vivekananda Memorial came on that Kanyakumari, Gurudev was the first person to give that donation. Collected 1111 rupees from everybody and gave 1 lakh rupees that time. Eknath Maharaj had collected water from Kashi, he was going to Rameshwar. And one donkey came. And that water is to be poured on Rameshwar, in the Rameshwar temple. But he said, now this donkey is thirsty, I will give the Ganga water to him. People say, what are you doing? You are carrying all the way walking. The donkey is thirsty. And then at that place, that donkey was not donkey. It was Shivji only. I just wanted to test whether you are helping a donkey or just want to go there and pour the water. That both we should do. This is also very important. Some people say, no, I will take the milk and not give on the Shivlinga. I will give to poor. But give to poor person, but don't criticize for those people who are putting the milk on the Shivlinga. That is their faith, that is your faith. This is one problem in our Shastra. I have met so many people, no, I don't believe in rituals, puja, all this giving prasad to Bhagwan because I give food and money to poor people. That you give, but don't criticize here. Both are important. Do both. Giving for Chinmaya Vishwavidyapit spiritual missions. Very, very important. Now this in Nadabindu, Jhankar is coming, musical festival. We are going to ask donations. Questions we must ask. These are very important questions because these are based on questions what people have asked me. We should think and give? Just give it to anybody? No. It should not bother me later, regret, worry or guilt. So once I give, there should not be worry, regret, guilt. Otherwise, don't give. Very important pointer to note. Otherwise, some people say, I gave to that beggar, but I don't know whether that beggar will drink out of that money. Then don't give. All these thoughts are going to come in your mind, then don't give. That is an indication given here, instruction given here. When it comes to giving food, very, very important instruction given. When it comes to giving food, water, clothes, medicine, give without thinking to anybody. But when you are giving wealth and knowledge and time, see the Desha Kala Patra. Because these three are at a higher level. Food, clothes, medicine, water. I can give to anybody. Don't discriminate between religion. Don't discriminate between anybody. But when I'm giving wealth, knowledge and time, then I must see Desha Kala Patra. Very, very important answer given for many people who have this question that I want to give dana, but I don't know how to give, where to give, whom to give. These are very clear indications given in our Shastra. What is the greatest dana? Guruji says greatest dana is Kanya dana. The parents of daughters, now yesterday we had International Women's Day. Kanya dana is the greatest. I take care of the daughter, I educate them, I love them, feed them, grow them. The daughter starts earning and then I give this daughter to somebody else. This must also be attitude of the son's parents. Those who are sitting here, I must have the same attitude. When the parents of the daughter can give their daughter without expecting anything, the son, the daughter, the parents of the son also must say, after the son has got married, I have no expectation. Given to his wife. Son given to his wife. But then that power, ownership, I taught him, all this problem starts coming. This problem starts coming because we have not read the Shastra. Again, remember the real giver is the Lord. We'll just take what is Taittiriya Upanishad message. These are given in Taittiriya Upanishad on giving. Giving process first starts with material, then mindness, then ownership, then attachment, and then the I-ness, the ego. This is the process where it starts. Directly, suppose I think that I will let go the ego, but I am holding on to attachments, ownership, mindness. It will not happen. Shraddhaya Deyam, give with faith. Ashraddhaya Deyam, don't give without faith. Earlier, though we mentioned give with faith or without, that is about small things. Shriya Deyam, give plenty. Kriya Deyam, give with shyness, what we saw the story. Otherwise, it will create pride, ego that I want my name, so I am giving. Bhiyadayam, give with fear, with hope that receiver will like or accept. No, but I gave that person, but that person didn't use only. So next time I'm not going to give. That's not the point. The point is, suppose I give, that person must like it, enjoy it. Samvidhadayam, give with love. I think very beautiful, important, very subtle topic of giving in our Shastra taken in detail in Bhagavad Gita in Taittiriya Upanishad also. How to give, what to give, when not to give, when to give, and Deshe Kale Patre. So all questions are answered about giving. And the importance of giving, because only giving and giving up can make us empty. Until we are not empty, our final goal cannot be accomplished of moksha, nirvana, liberation, Paramananda Prapti, Atyantik Dukkha Nivritti, because all accounts has to be settled. When all accounts are settled of giving and taking, then the mind becomes empty and then God can enter. So Kabir Das ji mentioned in one of his dohas, na lena na dena, bas magan mein rehna. Otherwise, whole life goes into lena dena, lena dena, lena dena. Constantly, na lena na dena. बस अभी मगन में रहना ऑफ गॉड. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम.
So, Hari Om, I wanted to take this opportunity. Prasad just mentioned about this Chinmaya Shankar. So, 18th of May, we are having a program on bhajans and sound and light and dance at Fine Arts Society, Chembur. It is from 6 to 7:30. And so we want maximum people to buy tickets and attend the program. We are celebrating 50th year of youth, Chinmaya Yuva Kendra. So all old people, old in the sense, old chicks. Like we have been chicks, we joined Chinmaya Mission when we were in college. So all those people plus now those who are in chick. So all of us will put up a show together. and the cost of the tickets is nominal, but the expenses are more. So we want people to contribute. So we want three things. We want you to attend the program, buy tickets, and also help in fundraising for the program.
It is in the month
We'll
of
share
May.
the details and the flyer in the group, and you can contact me or Suchitra for the same. Thank you. Hari Om.
Hari Om Prasad ji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, sir. Thank you.
Hari Om.
The
Hari Om.
thoughts.
Thank you, Prasad ji.
Hari Om Prasad ji.
Hari Om Prasad ji. Thank you.
Hari Om Prasad ji. Thank you.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om Prasad ji.
Hari Om Prasad ji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasad ji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om Prasad ji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om Prasad ji.
We're talking about the thoughts. No, thoughts doesn't belong to us. Can you explain little more? Because thoughts always thought. I was thinking the thought is
What will
belonging
be my
to us.
next thought?
Huh?
What will be my next thought? Who knows?
That we
You
don't
can
know.
guarantee what will be my next thought.
Nobody can guarantee. I agree. But
So when I cannot guarantee what will be my next thought, who creates the thoughts? Yes, the desire creates the thought, but thoughts come from the total mind. Total mind is Ishvara. So even thoughts doesn't belong to me, because in Bhagavad Gita itself, Bhagavan says that I am actually the energy giving you the buddhi. I am creating your thoughts. I am your chitta. I am your mind. So in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says even that doesn't belong to you, because I only have given that mind to you. I only have given that brain to you. I only am giving, I am only putting you in such place where you will get such kind of thoughts. But at the end, I will only ensure that you become thoughtless, mindless, manonasha.
Manonasa. So even the evil thoughts which I get. I mean, if
No,
I'm getting.
that is also not our creation, but that must not be an excuse. Good, that question is going to come. So even suppose there is a thought coming in a robber's mind, that thought also is given by the God, and that robber goes towards Sethji, and then he goes to Sethji and robs certain thing, and the Sethji feels bad. That also is given by God only.
God only.
How can that thoughts belong to you? Even
Sir,
at the
yes.
highest level, I'm talking right now. I must say the ignorance belongs to me, the bad habits belong to me, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsara belongs to me at our level. Jiva,
Okay.
that is one for our sadhana. But from the highest point of view where we are talking right now, even the ignorance and knowledge both doesn't belong to me, belongs to God.
Correct. Yeah, nothing belongs to us. That is the ultimate thing.
Nothing belongs to me, but that is what God wants us to realize.
Okay, so I need to reflect upon this more and see. Now, still I'm getting it, but still I'm not able to, feel that the thoughts is not mine. That point I want to do it by.
Yeah, so what you can do is that today you can do this exercise for this week. Sit quietly and close your eyes and sit. And then within little time, you realize that I do not have any control. What will be my next thought? So suppose I don't have any control on what is my next thought. It doesn't belong to me. It comes. Then some thoughts we entertain, some thoughts we attack, some thoughts we hold on to, and then I start thinking that it belongs to me. Then that some thought will come and go also.
Okay, I got it now. See that me, you mean the consciousness me?
The ego.
Ego me. Okay,
Because
okay.
right now when I say I, the I is the ego.
Ego I, not
God
the
is the
consciousness.
higher self.
Yes, consciousness. Okay, Prasadji, thank you so much. And every Sunday, with this, with the laziness, we try to avoid. But once I switch it on, it is so interesting. Your talks. I'm really very grateful and thankful to you. Hari Om Prasadji.
Hari Om, sir. Thank you so much.
Hari Om, Hari Om.
Thank you.
Hari Om Prasad.
Hari Om.
Tusharji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Lakshmanji, how are you?
Yeah, going on well.
Good. I see you attending every Sunday.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Hari Om, Lakshmanji.